The headdress of Montezuma, the last Aztec emperor whose people, wealth and lands were dominated by European conquest. But rather than taking pride of place on display in Tenochtitlan, the Aztec capital which is modern-day Mexico City, it sits in a museum in Vienna, Austria, where directors strongly resist calls for its return.
We think it would be really highly risky to give the object as a loan to Mexico. We would risk really damages that would finally destroy the object.
Mexico has not taken no for an answer. Indeed, a concentrated government campaign with the slogan "My heritage is not for sale" has sought to recover pre-Hispanic artifacts from private ownership around the world.
Puesto en el imaginario internacional que eso no es correcto.
We have led an international discourse that it's not right for our cultural artifacts to be privately owned, that people aren't able to see their own heritage, at least until it falls into the hands of a conscientious person.
Adelante caiga en manos de alguien consciente.
The campaign has been successful. Since its launch in 2018, more than 9,000 stolen items have been returned to Mexico. But for those holding artifacts who don't want to comply, the social pressure, which has been a key aspect of the campaign, forces many into the illicit black market.
That little bowl or...
That leads to the improper care and destruction of many priceless works, according to the CEO of one of Mexico's leading auction houses, who says a regulated market within Mexico might resolve those issues.
If you open the market so that it can be visualized, it becomes a transparent market, and in the end I suppose that is what it is all about protecting the patrimony and forbidding, say, a piece that, for instance, if you were to give it to me, I would go to great pains to deliver it in a proper way and to handle it in a correct manner. Maybe the black market is not as accommodating as that.
However, that's not an option the Mexican authorities are willing to consider.
Este patrimonio cultural pertenece a la nación y a todos.
These are objects which belong to the nation and to every Mexican. Not everything has to have a price tag. These things have a greater importance as evidence of this country's cultural greatness.
As Mexico seeks the return of its heritage, reframing the description of privately owned artifacts as plunder robbed from a subjugated people is proving more effective than any campaign before it. Alistair Baverstock, CGTN, Mexico City.